before I get started on my project, I wanted to share a thrift haul. And then several of you have asked me about my muslin, where I get it. I get it off of Amazon, and I've ordered some more. And I got it in yesterday. And it comes packaged up like this. Some people say it has a strange smell. It has a little bit of a smell, but I don't really notice it. You have to stick it right up to your nose. But this muslin is a little heavier than like the Waverly that you get at Walmart. As you can see, the texture, and you can't, whoops, that's two. You really can't see through it or anything, and I love it. It has a little black dots all over. It's more like the muslin I used to get years ago. But I'll leave the link to this below. But I wanted to show that. But now I want to show my thrift haul. I don't have a lot, but I mean, I have some, but I don't have a whole lot. The first thing I'm going to show you is what all these books. I picked them up. They are $1 a piece at my thrift store. And I want to do a bunch of them up with material and make them look old. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something was crazy because these were $1 a piece. And my ticket only come to $8 and something. Maybe they had these marked down to $1/4 a piece or something, or 50 cents. I don't know. But I didn't even think about that. But if I was $8 and something, and I have 7 books, and I have two more bags of stuff. These must have been on sale. Okay, and then in the dish aisle, this was 50 cents. And somebody wrote on it 131 to 11. So it's old, but it's new. And it is a press. And I thought, well, this would work to make little pies. It is a little pie mold that you make real pies with and put your filling in it. But, you know, this would be for a faux pie. That would work. And I thought, Valentine's, that would be good. So I picked that up for 50 cents. And I will use it. I have stuff on my cabinet still sitting to make some faux stuff. I've got to get to it. It's one of those things I just want to do. Okay. And then I come across this box here. It's got the stars on it and a star here. It's dirty, but I can clean it up and do something with it. And then this box here. Oh, there's a teddy bear in there. A dirty teddy bear. Trying to figure out what's all over him. Huh. He's cute. I'll clean him up. Oh, and his arms are jointed. So are his legs. Well, that was a nice surprise. I'll use him. And I'll use the box. I'm going to make it over. And then I just picked up this sack of felt for 50 cents. Every so often I need some for, you know, something. And that's what I do is when I see it, I pick it up. So this will be my 3rd bag. Some of it's pretty used. Some of it's got some big hunks. So it's fine. Anything else? Nothing else in that sack. That went fast. Then I got this for 50 cents. It's little clips. I guess for candles or something. Yeah, for a candle. And I thought I could use that, you know, paint them black or whatever during Christmas and put candles in them. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. I will use that. And then I'm always needing frames, and I have one needle or some embroidery that I done that I need a frame for. So I picked this frame up. I used to pick up frames in there all the time that were wood. They're just all plastic now. I can't hardly find anything. And then I got this one for 50 cents, just a 5x7. And this was $1. That was from Hobby Lobby for $11.99, so it would have been $6. But I picked that up for $1. Okay, I'm going to set this aside somewhere. That's just about all I have. And then I was in the craft area, and I don't know what this is, but it wasn't $5. It was very little. Stabilized knit hems. I don't know. I'll have to stabilize curved edges in place of a bias fusible tape. I may not. I don't know. I got it. And then I picked up all this little cross-stitch stuff. And I know he charged me 50 cents for all of it. This had 50 cents on it. And then I had this there, and he just put that over with it. And really, all it was... Oh, I didn't know that was in there. Oh, just all that's in there. And it's a pattern for teddy bears. Home is where the heart is, or the kiss is. Or, I guess, kiss is, yeah. I won't use that. But it has the needle, and it has the, what's that, Ada, something like that. Cross stitch material. And there, that's full of that. Brand new. Wow. Those are pretty colors. It's like I needed some more. And then this one. And it had all the thread in there. And I didn't get it for the patterns, because they're not my cup of tea. But it's really pretty colors and the material. Okay, that is all I got. Oh no, there's 2 more things here. And I don't know. Oh, 3 more things. Thought my bag was empty. This was in the craft department. It's the little wooden spools, 50 cents. And that is a Hobby Lobby, I believe, that Darcy. But I got those. And then, I'm telling you the prices, but I paid $8 and some change for all of it. Then these, they were in the utensils. Some kind of, what is that, Nochi Ridger? I don't know. But I thought I could make something with them. They're wood. Somebody else might know what it is, but I don't. But see, I could do something on the front. That would look cute. And I got 2 of them. Okay, that's my haul. And now on to my project. This is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do this rooster. I was on Etsy again, and I saw this, and I thought, oh, I want to do that. And I got to thinking, I think I already bought that pattern over a year ago. A long time ago. So I got my book down. Sure enough, I had the pattern in my book. And this is what it is right here. It's by Peach Bottom Primitives, or Prims by Denise. I'll leave the link to this down below. And I resized it, but I resized it to this size. Well, when I was going around it with my presser foot, I couldn't even see the marks. I mean, and they didn't end up very good. So I've resized it up, and then I went and bought me another foot to go on that's open on my sewing machine so I can see, and it won't hide the marks. But I don't have that yet, so I have resized this because this is the size that actually comes out. Hers is, I think she said, what'd she say, a 13 inches tall, 11.5 inches wide. And this is the one I done, and it is, okay, at the tallest point, about 10 1/4. Well, stay open, to 11. It's just a little bit smaller. There's the size difference. But I've drawn it off on this tea or coffee dyed muslin. And I'm going to take it to, I'm going to cut it out and take it to my sewing machine and see if I do any better of a job sewing it. So, and oh, I wanted to let y'all know, it's starting to warm up and I'm going to be outside a lot. And I'm going to still do 2 videos a week, but I think I'm only going to do 1 craft in each one. So I can spend a little more time doing what I want and relaxing a little bit. So I can work in the garden. I can work outside in the yard. I can mow the yard. You know, just do different things that I want to do. But when I make 4 projects a week, I don't have any time left. I literally don't. It takes a long time, believe it or not, just to do 4 projects. Coming up with it is hard. Let alone the editing, the thumbnails, the descriptions, the links, you know, it just takes a lot of time. So I am going to go down to, I'm going to do 2 a week, but I'm going to go down to 1 craft in each one, unless I have something fast that I can do that I want to throw in there. But I wanted to let you all know that. So now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine after I cut it out, and I'll be back. All right, I have that sewn up. Here's the other one I've done a lot better with the bigger size. Going around that, I could see it a lot better than with that presser foot and trying to go around here. And I couldn't even see the marks, but I have another presser foot coming. But I think I'm still going to do it up because I think once I do the stitching across there and down here on the wattle, I think it will look all right. But this is the smaller size. And now I am going to take this one and I'm going to use my pinking shears and I'm going to go all the way around and trim it out because I didn't leave an opening. I'll just do like I did on this one. I'll cut an opening in the back and stuff it from there. So my next step is get my pinking shears here and cut this out. I have it cut out now, and I've made my slit, and I'm using my forceps here, or they're forceps, but there's something else too. I can't remember what it is. But I'm using these to really get in the beak here, and then to put up inside the comb. And the beak's pretty stuffed. And then I'll have to use them too to go down inside the tail here. It really does help. That's too big a piece. I have him really, really stuffed. So now I have to sew the slit up. I got an extra long needle here because this one had thread on it already. Okay, I am not real neat at this. I just do it the best I can. And it's got to the back, so it's all right. And I'll just continue doing this till he is all sewn up. And then we'll start painting him and stuff. All right, I have him all sewn up back here. And you're supposed to, before you do anything else, now you're supposed to sculpt the comb and the wattle and the beak. So I am going to start and go back in the back here, and I'm going to insert my needle up this way. And you know, it probably help if you take, I think I'm going to stop right fast, and I'm trying to figure out if I need to come down further here. Okay, that's good. Now this will all disappear. It's a friction pin. I'll put heat to it and it'll disappear. But now I'm just going to start feeding it in and out. From the front to the back. And pushing it in. Kind of making sure I'm going even on both sides. Ouch. Stuck my finger. Okay, I'm going to continue doing this, and I'm going to pull that taut until I go all the way around the lines. Then I'll do this and the wattle also, and sculpt that. I have him stitched now, and I am going to use Cardinal Red on his comb and his wattle. Well, I don't think I needed that much. Maybe. And I'll just coat it, because when I get done, I'm going to sand it back some and distress it. And I'll make sure I cover the red or the white stitches. The sculpting really brings it out, makes it look cute. I'm just going to finish doing this, and then I'll go to the beak, and then the body. And this is fun. This one was fun. Because right now, just some painting I have left, and I like to paint. That's relaxing. And then distressing him. Now, I'm going to work on his beak. It's a salted caramel is the color I'm going to use. I was using the Golden Sunset on all my stuff like this. But I found this in my paint, and I thought that'd make a good color. So I switched to the salted caramel. Alright, I'm going to finish this up. Then we'll start on the body. Now, on the chicken, I'm going to paint the top of white. And this is a antique parchment, apple barrel antique parchment. I didn't want it bright white. Even though it looks white. But you get a white up against one of these, and you can definitely tell the difference. So I'll just be real careful around the beak and the wattle and the comb. Try to be, anyway. And I'm going to sand it back anyway. I'm going to finish painting it down. I've got a line drawn off to about right here. I'm going to go right to about there with the white. And then the rest of it, I think I'll do black. Now, I am ready to start painting this black. I had to let that white dry some because I didn't want to run the black into it. Just going to try to bring this up. I don't want to even. I mean, like in a line. Okay, that worked on that. Might want to come a little further up. Concentrating. Okay, that's about like what I want on the neck. Now I'll just finish painting the rest of it black. And then I'm going to bring it back and distress it, I guess. But it's going to have to dry for a while. My rooster is all dry now. And I'm going to take a finger sander. I think I'll leave that for the white because I see white there. And I'm going to sand him down a bit. And I hate to do this because I know it's probably loud. But I'll sand that one, the black with that one, and come over here and use this one. And then before I hit the white, because I don't want to mix it all together, I got to get down here, I'll do the red. But I don't want to do it on the video because it's going to be loud. But I'm just going to get as much as I think I want sanded, and then I'll come back. I have it sanded as much as I think I want it. I'm wiping it down some. And I've got some of my instant coffee and cinnamon and vanilla mixed up here. And I didn't stir up the cinnamon too much in there. A little bit. Now I'm just going to go over. I think I'm going to try it on the back first to see how heavy to go. Oh, that's not bad. I like that. Yeah. I'm going to cover this all over with this coffee mixture, instant coffee, and water. And then I'm going to take it probably outside. I'll either take it outside or I'll put it in the oven. I'll go outside and see how warm it is and if I think it'll dry. And then I'll bring it back in. I'm going to need to put an eye on it. Okay, I'm going to finish covering this and I'll be back. I am going down in the to the bottom where the cinnamon's at on the black. Because it's putting that on there. Let's see, let's try it on that. Well, it looks pretty good on that too. Just gives it a little bit darker of a color. Well, I went ahead and I finished the small one, and I think he looks fine. His comb looked fine. Actually looks as good as the one really, except that one has a little more of a point. And I added the eyes. I just dotted those on. And this larger one has the coffee dye and cinnamon stuff on it, mixture. This one doesn't. I did sand it, but I didn't put the coffee dye on it. And this is the way she finished hers. She used some like cheesecloth, tied it up further around the neck, and added a jute hanger. Mine's just, I believe, going to be shelf sitter, so I didn't add the jute hanger. And I have my little bear here. I was cleaning him up, and I was shaking him by the leg, and I tore his leg off. But I glued it back on. But now it's not posable. It doesn't it doesn't move. That's okay. He'll be sitting all the time anyway. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one, we'll see you later.